Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today for you I've got a just another replay of probably my favorite tier 7. I probably would say it is out of all the other tier 7s that I play. I actually don't have that many. As a matter of fact, let me check here. Yeah, out of the T29 and my M12 and my Stuart AML E25 IS, IS2M, the Comet and the Hotchkiss BR and the AMX 1357, yeah, I'd probably would say that the SU-152, the M12, and the IS-2M are probably my favorites to play. Some of my other tier 7s I do enjoy playing, but if I want to go have some fun, I usually play this tank or my M12 or my IS-2M. I haven't really fallen in love with the IS-2M as much yet as I'd like to. I kind of gave a brief review on that during yesterday's video. And so I figured, you know what, I'm top tier, I might as well play aggressive, and there's plenty of heavies, which is why you see me loading AP. One trick I've learned in the past is that I have loaded gold, like it could be this tank, it could be my or the KV2, which I found has worked. I will load gold or AP if there's a lot of heavies. That way I can do 700 rather than only doing 300 splash. And I found that I was doing more damage that way and a little bit more effective. The AP rounds on this tank aren't great, which is why I only have 3 of them. I saved them for tanks like that, like when I just one-shotted that. I believe that was a Super Hellcat. But I am playing frontline, and I just want to try to farm as much damage as I can. I might have been a little bit overly aggressive on this one, but considering I had my team with me, I felt comfortable enough to push and try to do something, not something that I usually wouldn't do. If I'm a tank destroyer, one thing I'd like to mention real quick. I cannot pen this Black Prince, and I'm knowing that this guy's about to push, and yeah, he made a mistake. If I had shot that Black Prince, I most likely would have died way sooner because that there still would have been 2 tanks left alive in front of me. So I knew I probably wasn't going to be able to pen the Black Prince with regular AP rounds, and I am loading the gold now, and I do punish him for trying to get me. I am losing my hit points very steadily, but I do get kind of lucky and do bounce some HE shells. Well, don't bounce them, but they don't, splash me enough to kill me. And so I'm really worried about that Scorpion. As you can see, he just hit me there, and I'm waiting for this guy to show up, this heavy here. And so I loaded the HE because I didn't think I was going to need gold, and there's no way that I wanted to at least do some damage with splash. So I think that there's a fair balance between the 2 shell types. A lot of people just use HE because it's meme, but if you want to do well in it, I highly recommend making decisions on, okay, what tank am I most likely going to be fighting next? Which shell will be most useful for me and for my team? Because if you just spam HE and only do 300, you're not doing good. But if you're going to load AP or gold and you do twice the amount of damage because it pens, then you're helping your team out a whole lot more than you realize. Yeah, it is for the memes and stuff, but at the same time, like, if you want to do well in the tank, then you have to switch shell types. You have to. That is something that has really helped me play this tank a lot better, and the KV2s as well, the KV2 and KV2R. And I found that when I'm trying to 3-mark him and 2-mark the KV2R, which I'm close to doing, by the way, loading gold, you only for the KV2 you only need 1400 damage average for two marks, which is really easy. No, for 3 marks. I'm sorry, for the normal KV2. The KV2R for 2 marks is 1600, and if you load gold in the normal KV2 and you shoot twice, that's 1400 roughly right there. So 2 gold rounds that penned and that you're patient with, you're fine. I know a lot of people don't like aiming and stuff. Like, I know a few friends that play, like, the 704 and stuff, that they just use HE because they simply, like, don't necessarily know the weak spots of tanks, and so they want to do damage anyway, which I totally get. But I think it is important that you learn the weak spots of the enemy tanks and that you kind of just study their weak points and know what your gun penetration is and know what who you're most likely going to be fighting against. Say, okay, if I go to this flank, who most likely am I going to be fighting? I'm not saying you can predict where the enemy is going, but you can. But you don't want to assume where someone is going. But also at the same time, you want to be prepared for anything. And usually, if there's in this situation, I would load AP or gold first, and because you never know what's coming up, it'll and then I go to HE, or then I stay with the normal rounds first. So yeah, I've done a fairly decent job this game. I'm surprised I've lasted as long as I have. I think you guys remember my first days in this tank a while back ago. And so now I'm kind of just getting frustrated, and I accidentally type in chat saying let me have the last kill when I could have been aiming and shooting him, because he literally gets spotted the second I start typing, and I didn't notice that. And unfortunately, yeah, I kind of just screw up and I do an auto aim when I shouldn't have, and that's why I should have just aimed it and been patient and not be like, let me have it. Yeah, so as I'm typing this, please let me have it, I'm typing that to my platoon mates actually. And I believe I do get this artillery. And yeah, there he goes. And so this last guy here, I wanted so bad so I could get a top gun. But you see, as I'm typing in chat, he was just spotted. And instead of me aiming and being able to get the kill, I typed in chat, "Let me have him, please." And that was a fault. That was a big mistake on my part. And look at that. Oh, guys, that was the biggest mistake. One of the biggest mistakes I made this game. But hey, nevertheless, we won. And I was pretty pleased the way that this battle went. This was actually my last battle of the night. So we do end up with an ace tanker and some very lovely badges. We do get a Confederate, and we do get a high caliber as well. Get top damage on the team, and I think on the enemy team too we did more. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this replay, and I definitely... Well, let me know what your favorite tier 7 is, and let me know what your favorite tank is in general. Anyway, guys, have a good one.